Hey, it's Pi, back here with another edition of my unused levels. So this time we're looking at Shining Stars 3 and Shining Stars 4, and maybe some other ones. We'll see. But let's first look at Shining Stars 3. So Shining Stars 3 has a bunch of unused levels. Let's first look at base. What is this level? Oh, okay, I remember. So this level is actually an unused version of Course 15. So Course 15 in Shining Stars 3 is Moonstruck Village. However, before I was making Moonstruck Village, this level actually had a different concept. It had two different concepts. One level was another sun level, like the solar temple, but it was an observatory on the sun. I never actually went anywhere with that, but the second version of the level was based on a level from Paper Mario Color Splash. And I can actually open up this level. If I look here, it is called Fort Vaults from Paper Mario. And this level, let me actually open the image. Oh my gosh, this image is so tiny. This level looks like this. And it's kind of like a secret base you kind of have to sneak into and get to the end of, which is what this level would have been. It would have been like the secret base that connected to Course 15. You can kind of see the ideas we have there. A lot of platforms you can go into. Let's see this thing's on the Pleasure Castle. But we would have snuck around and tried to get into a portal that leads you to the Sanctuary of Space. So that was the first unused level. It didn't really go anywhere. As you can see, there's no even any textures on it. But we have the next level, which is Comet, which is just another starting area I never finished. This would have been the 151st Shining Comet, as mentioned in the story of Shining Stars 3. It kind of was just like a space level with a bunch of platforms to platform across. Not too much on it. There's only one platform I finished. But that was replaced with Course 13, which in Shining Stars 3, that is Crystalline Sanctuary. I kind of replaced it because I just like the music better from Paper Mario than I did for Toho at that time. But then we have the next one, which is the Space Biodome level, which would have replaced Course 12. So Course 12 was going to be a bunch of domes like this, where there was a bunch of different environments inside of each of them. And this is where the second flower ride would have taken place. It's like in here, for instance, I think it was a lava area, which is where the flower ride would have been. There would have been a jungle area here. And you kind of would just platform through each different dome to get to a different star for each one. And there would have been a flower ride that took you through all of the domes through its own special path. But that level did not get finished. Mostly because I did not like having to make modeling inside of these domes. It felt like it was just very hard to do. Kaze actually did a really cool take on the dome level in Return to Yoshi's Island, which I thought is really interesting. It looks really cool. Of course it's not out yet, but I like that take that he did on it. That's besides the point. Let's go ahead and import the next one, which is, it just says Dream, not the YouTuber. This is an Alice in Wonderland style level combined with a Rayman 3 level. And you kind of can see the Rayman 3 influence at the start here with this little arch and these paths. Got a lava deal here. So this would have been a different level, and this replaced Harmonic Hotel in the original plans for Shining Stars 3. It would have used the same music, by the way, I used in Harmonic Hotel. What's in here, by the way? I don't remember this. I really don't remember this platform being here. Room. Oh, this is the light room that I made for Crystalline Sanctuary. Interesting. I didn't realize I made this in this level. But yes, it would have been Alice in the Wonderland style. There would have been some like Alice in Wonderland things like the cards and the chess pieces later on. But at the start of the level, it was just this. And I think there's actually a second version of this somewhere in my files. This hotel. Yeah, this hotel level. This would have been another platform in that level. There's not much in that, so we'll just go to the next one, which is Sky. This is one of the first levels that's actually almost finished. This would have been a wing cap level, where you fly between these little pedestals, and just kind of fly around and just do random stuff. Of course, this level never made it into the game, and actually the wing cap level that I did was replaced by a Gale Sky Station, which is the stormy level with the tornado. But this would have just been an extension of Cochilla Falls, where you just kind of fly around and do random stuff around a single mountain instead of all the mountains. Next, we have, speaking of Unused, this Unused Starvage song, but we have Sky Castle, which this is a fully finished level, and this is the original version of Gale Sky Castle. See, there's the rain effect. We have some castle-y things here around the tornado. Excuse me. You would just platformed around and kind of just done random stuff around this tornado with all these objects. I did actually not use this because I felt like the level didn't have enough to do in it, and the scaling was just really off. I kind of wasn't satisfied with how it looked, especially with the lightning bolts here, these little yellow things. But that level ended up being unused and replaced with, of course, Gale Sky Station. But we now have the slide, and this level is actually in the demo of Shining Stars 3, the unused demo. Or, I'm sorry, the unused level in Shining Stars 3. I can actually open this up, because I do have this file with me, this ROM file. But you can see here, it looks very similar to Cochilla Falls. You just start there, go down the waterfall, and just do a bunch of water slide stuff. Now I did replace this because I felt like this water slide was kind of boring. You kind of just slide down a continuous path with not much variance. So this was replaced with, of course, the Stormy slide that I made. What's that slide called? Serenade Skies. And if I actually pause my music, I'm actually going to go over. So I saw my video recordings folder for what I was doing earlier. But I think if I look inside of my SS3 folder, I should have this demo in here. Where is my SS3 folder? I know it's in here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Do I still have this demo file? Let's see, I have old SS3. I have this test ROM. Demo. Here it is. It's been a long time since I've opened this demo. And I'll open up Star Manager as well.
It's me, Mario.
See the nice super intelligent gaming pop-up always appears. But here's this demo, which has the 2 levels. A bunch of credits in here. Actually, turn down this music for you guys just in case it's too loud. But in here, I think is Sunset City. Well, while I'm here, I might as well show this off. But so we do have a beta version of Sunset City, which does have the has Toho music and a couple of Toho references in here. I think this dialogue is the same if I remember correctly. And if I remember, right there is how you get to the Vanish Cap. Gosh, my controller. There we go. Oh my gosh, there's some musical errors in this I'm noticing. But yeah, this level is pretty much the exact same as it was in the final version of Shining Stars 3. Just without the second area. And without the Mario Kart 8 visit. So I can't think what I was saying for a second there. Get out of the water. That was kind of unfortunate that I felt, oh my gosh, slippery sand. I'm actually stuck in this water, which is really funny. Oh, cool. Let me go ahead and exit out. Did not mean to open up Steam. I would actually open it. But the other level is the side level. I think it just says the Mushroom Falls water slide. And the number of stars. So once you cross this, it begins. And you kind of just slide down this giant model for the slide. Oh! No, this is the short version. Wait, so where's the version that I put in? That's actually really funny. I wasn't expecting that. Well, there's two versions of the slide, I guess, that I forgot about. That just kind of goes there. I think actually I can access the beta version of Course 1 here too. I can. So this is actually the beta version of Course 1, and this I lost the model to due to a computer issue. So this model is actually lost to time, unfortunately. But you can kind of see how this shaped the remake of the level that I made for the final version of the game. Kind of follows the same general path. You go around here. Everything's a lot smaller in this version. Unlike the full version is really big. I should probably fix that. It's just really big. But you see here, instead of having a teleporter, you actually have to platform your way up to the side of the mountain. So you go up here, across these little platforms, and then you go up to the top. And now you're at this section, which does exist in the final version of the level. You go over here. Oh my gosh, this is the version of the music that's broken. That's really funny. But you have a star right here, which would be hidden within a gate, if I remember correctly. Yeah, or no, that's not hidden, it's just there. It's a free star. You go across this way, and you have a slide star. And the slide star is very similar to the one that does exist in the final game. You just kind of go there and miss the star. Course 2, of course, is there. I wonder if this has any other levels. Is that Course 3? Snowflower View. Oh, what is this? I'm gonna be 100% honest, I have no idea what this level is. Why does it exist in my demo ROM? That's really funny. Well, I did mention on the last video that these videos are unscripted, so this is not something I was expecting. Is this something I even made? I don't remember making this level. Why is this in this room? That is really funny. I don't think I made this. I'm not the one who made this level. I forget who made this actually. But then this thing here looks like something I would make as a thing. I don't know where that level came from. Okay, now we're just in stuff that I didn't actually import. But you can actually see the level ideas I had before I put them in the final game. It's like Perplexing Pool, for instance, is based on Pikmin 2. And then we have a level called White Lake Fortress, which is kind of based on a level in Sarvin 6 or 7. That was not a 6-7 joke, by the way. Bamboo Forest, which exists, of course. Flaming Pie Factory, which does exist. Oh, I totally messed it up. Zora Jungle, which does exist. Molten Sand Temple, which doesn't exist. This was a fire sand level. Kind of like the one in Shining Stars Are Painted, actually. Searing Valley Suna, which is a desert level. Quadruplet Peaks. That's really funny. I'm just kind of going through all of the... Stormy Sky Canyon. Oh. That was broken. Shining Common 151, which I mentioned before. Don't know why these are broken. Solar Sanctuary. And White Sun Observatory. So you kind of see the names of the levels that I had before. Bowser 1. What was this level? Oh, that was Sanctuary Water and Ice. This is Sanctuary Rock and Lava. Sand and Lava. Okay. And of course, I think this one is Sanctuary of Sky and Space. Oh, well, it's broken. But Sanctuary of Sky and Space was that one. Orange Flower Cave. Interesting. I don't remember making that level an idea. That's a Toho reference level. And this was... I don't remember these level names. Tower. Interesting. Of course, Mushroom Falls Water Slide. Sinking Clock Tower, which was a clock tower level. Night Sky Ascension, which I still have never made. This level has been in my levels to make list since Shining Stars 3. Shining Stars 2, actually, I've never made it. And whatever level this is. Oh, that's the in-cake picture, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of unused stuff from Shining Stars 3. I think I have one more level to show off from Shining Stars 3's models. If I go here, I can go to Twilight, which is Twilight Metropolis, which, as you see, is a city level with a bunch of flowers. Now, the framework for this level actually turned into Cosmic Cityscape, which is in Shining Stars 4. So it would have been another city level you kind of platform around in space. Actually, this one would have been Twilight, not in space, sorry. But you kind of see just the idea, just a bunch of city stuff, city platforms and all that. I think that's everything from Shining Stars 4. Now let's head over to, sorry, Shining Stars 3, not 4. Let's head over to Super Slide, which only has one, which is an unused slide. In this slide, you kind of just go through a tunnel that's underwater, and it slides at the end. Kind of boring, kind of why I didn't use it. It's missing some decorations as well. But the main reason I didn't use it is because it's boring, in my opinion. You just kind of slide on a straight line. Not much to say about that. It was replaced with the shell, quote-unquote, slide in Super Slide. But we can go to Repainted now, which only has 3 levels. We have the Metro level, which this is the other version of Twilight Metropolis, which didn't get into Repainted. And we can see that here. We have Sunset Metropolis. Got a bunch of platforms you can go across. This would have been a reference to Sunset City, actually. And it's a bunch of little... So you can go across the train tracks. It was inspired by the level from Sarvin 6, which is the city level. But I didn't want to copy off that level, so I kind of just scrapped this one. But you kind of see the inspiration. A lot of little cool stuff here you can look at. I really like the texture work here, actually, but I just never used it. I think there is another version of this. It says Metro 2, so what is this one? Oh, it's just some buildings I made for the level. I like this little satellite dish. That's actually kind of cool. And then I think Tropical is another. Yes, this level was based on a level from Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. So I never actually used this level. Mostly because I didn't have really a good idea on how to like move forward with the platforming. I didn't really like how the platforming was going. But this was based on a level from Wrath of Cortex, which kind of looks the exact same. You kind of just platform around a giant volcano and then just get to the end of the level. That's pretty much what this would have been. This was a secret level in Repainted that I never actually just got around to finishing. But that's everything from Repainted as well. Finally, we have Shining Stars 4 and Another Mario Adventure. So Another Mario Adventure has 4 unused levels. And so this is the collab hack. Or I say quote unquote collab hack. This is the hack I made a level in for AgLab. And as you see here, this level is based on Autumn Mountain from Paper Mario The Origami King, made in 2020. You kind of see some of the ideas I had here. A lot of the stuff here, like the texture work, is the same in the level for Another Mario Adventure. This one is kind of ran out of ideas on how to do the platforming. I wasn't really satisfied with how some of the level design looked, so I kind of scrapped it. But kind of like how it looks now. It's just unused. I would do a couple level ideas before I settled on the Autumn Mountain idea. This is just me kind of testing out some more platforming. And this platforming idea did end up being in the final level, you know, with the stairs going up 2 parts of the level. But we also have this next level, which is just called Jungle. This was going to be a kind of a take on I think it was a Sticker Star level, actually, or a Rayman level. But it was just a jungle level. You kind of platform around and do a bunch of random stuff in. I still have the level layout of this drawn out somewhere in my room. I draw a lot of my levels layouts on paper while I'm at work. I'm bored. So this one is somewhere in my files in my room. But this was just a rough idea on a jungle level, which doesn't look that bad actually. I could probably come back to this at some point and make something if I ever wanted to do that. I mean, there's some custom stuff I had planned for that level. It's a bunch of puzzles. And then we have this one, which just says Puzzle 1. If I remember correctly, this was a... Yes, this is a stomp the squares in order type of puzzle, where you look at this layout on the wall and just stomp all the numbers in order. So we have blue, green, yellow, purple, orange, red, black, pink, white. So you'd stomp all these squares in that order, and then that would give you a star. This was actually made for a secret area in the Autumn Mountain level. I just never actually got around to coding it because I was kind of busy with making Repainted at the time. So this kind of never made it into the Another Mario Adventure level. But that is it for Another Mario Adventure. I think we just have one more unused level, which is from Shining Stars 4, which is the Sunken Laboratory. And it's kind of just a little concept, but we have, just as a reference, that's the only thing I made for it, but we have some of the textures from the Magma Mine level in Shining Stars Repainted. And we kind of just see here, it was going to be a factory level, and this level is actually going to be underwater. An underwater factory level, very similar to the one Repainted. I actually don't know why I didn't finish this, because it looked like I had some interesting platforming ideas. I don't know why I never finished this one. I really like how just this little entry spot looks. I never know why I didn't finish it, but in any case, this is just a concept, and if I ever wanted to come back to it, I totally could just use it in a different project. But this level is also based on a level from Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, and this would have been one of the secret levels in Shining Stars 4. That would have just been a completely new level, instead of just using the older levels. But that's really it. That's it for all the unused level models that I have. I think I have some unused music. I gotta upload those too if anyone wants to hear those. But that's all the unused level models that I have. Oh, actually, I'm lying. There's 4 level models I can show you guys that I haven't used yet and I might use in the future. Which, if you guys remember, I revealed that I was doing in Shining Stars 3 update like 4 years ago, and it hasn't gone anywhere except for these 4 levels. I might come back to that at some point. I haven't decided whether I want to yet or not. If anyone wants me to, maybe I will do it. Who knows? I do kind of want to update it though, maybe for the 10th anniversary, because 10th anniversary is next year in 2027. I wouldn't do it for the 7th anniversary, but that never happened. But in any case, I can show you these levels for Shining Stars 3 update. So we have Kochia Falls updated, and looking at this after playing the beta level a minute ago, I totally think I should just scale down a lot of the stuff in this level. It's just a really big level. But that's besides the point. We have a lot of different textures in here, some UV editing, or UV mapping. Now I'm very familiar with Blender's UV editor, so I could probably go back and do more UV editing with this. But in any case, this is the remake level for Course 1, which I did make a video on this, I'm pretty sure. We also have Course 2, which is Sunset City. And Sunset City, it pretty much looks the exact same, just with some updated textures and some added, just a little couple added details, such as these umbrellas look a little better, these different trees, these lights. Oh, they actually don't have vertex editing. I thought they did, or not, a different texture. Sorry. Anything else in here that looks new? I don't think there is. The paths are different, which looks nice. Oh, there is vertex editing, right? Because all of these water planes have vertex alpha on them, so they kind of fade off into the distance. Looks really cool in the ROM. I don't have the ROM anymore. It got corrupted somehow. I don't know how it got corrupted. So I'd have to re-import all the levels, which is no big deal because I wasn't that far in it anyways, but it's whatever. The level did look really cool though, with the vertex alpha. We also have Snowflower, which is Course 3. And Snowflower, it just has a lot more snowy textures and gives a better snowy feel than the original level, and more UV editing. Different plants, different star ideas, just different textures overall. This level is still pretty giant, so another thing to think about if I were to come back to this. And then we have Sunshine Airport, which is the last level I finished before I stopped working on the update. And this is just more brighter and vibrant, and of course has better UV mapping in general. And no more cutoffs one, except for this. I don't know what I was thinking with this thing right here, but I'll have to look at that. But a lot of stuff, just different textures. The interior is still kind of ugly actually, and these signs are very low res. I'd have to fix those. But the outside looks really nice now. I like it. But that was it for all of my updates. You actually see some of the updated signs. I used these in Shining Stars 4 as well. But that is it for all my unused models. Like I said, I do have unused music as well. I might upload those if anyone's interested. But besides that, that's it for me. Hey, perfect timing for this music. This is like a perfect ending song. But thanks for watching. Yeah, I think I'll upload some more stuff. If anyone wants any insight on my actual level models I made, I could do that. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.